What's up, guys? Welcome to another I'm a Fighter podcast, episode 47.
It's too late, it's my fate, I can't turn around. There's no fear in the mirror to hold me down.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another I'm a Fighter podcast. This is Manafest, where we want to entertain, inspire, and educate, and remind you a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. Well, hey, Merry Christmas. So stoked you could join me today and listening. Very excited about this episode. I've been away for a little bit. I've been on tour. I was in Russia for the first time. We played a show in Moscow, which was crazy. I got to eat some stroganoff, and I also got to see the big church, what is it, the cathedral there with those crazy colors. Go on to my Instagram or Facebook if you want to see those photos. Totally wild, totally awesome. Really wonderful people, man. And then we flew to, where was it? We flew to Germany. I went to Dusseldorf, and we played Christmas Rock Night, 2 shows there, and that was a lot of fun, man. 2 great, awesome shows. Really packed shows, and people were just freaking out singing the songs, singing Fighter, which is really cool, man. Really cool to hear. Well, that people are singing a lot of songs, but Fighter really stuck out to me for some reason. Just hearing people chant that, man, it was like, whoa. And I got to see this band called Sleeping Giant. Really cool, man. They're this hardcore band from California, at least some of them are from there, and they were just rocking it. And it was a hardcore band, and there's this one part where they just had people chanting hallelujah, and it was just so powerful, man. I was just sitting side stage just like, whoa, dude, this is awesome. So excuse me. That's what I love about my job and being able to tour the world, but also see new bands, hear new music, see new places. I'm just so thankful. And then we finished the tour off, and we went to the Ukraine, and that was really awesome, man. I went to Kiev and played a show there. Met some really cool people. Made some new friends. That's really cool. Met some new fans. This one fan gave me this shirt that's so cool. On the back of it, it says, "Do something that scares you every day." And I was like, yo, that's good. I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna do that. So that was really inspiring. She makes clothes and stuff, and so cool, man. Didn't even really speak English, but I was able to give her a gift of some CDs and some stuff, and she ended up giving me this shirt. So that was really, really nice. Again, friendly people, and I don't know where you're listening to this podcast, but, you know, I know a majority is from North America, and we are just so blessed to live in Canada and the U.S. Really, we're just blessed with the gift of life, but just the fact that I have a Canadian passport and a green card, I can almost go anywhere in the world without a lot of hassle, where people from Russia or Kiev, it's a lot more difficult, man. You got to apply for visas, for travel stuff, and so I just realized how much opportunity we really do have living in North America. We truly are blessed and have opportunity. And, you know, wherever you're at, though, I just want to say, you know, if God is for you, who could be against you? And, you know, there's sometimes opportunity just sitting right in front of us. But sometimes so we're always caught up with the elusive thing that's over there on the right or on the left, or the grass that's greener on the other side, and we don't see that we're sitting on our own, you know, acres of diamonds, or just, you know, opportunities that are just right in front of us. We just can't see them. And sometimes we need a friend to point that out. We need to read a good book that points that out, that just encourages us, says, oh man, I got something right here that I can do, and I can just make a really big difference in. So hope that inspires you there. I apologize, I've been gone for a little bit. I have been juggling a lot of things, and I'm glad to be back. I am going to continue to do this podcast. I promise to inspire you, encourage you, and very excited about this one because we're coming up to Christmas, which is always important to me because it's family time, relaxed time, chill time, celebrate the birth of Jesus, who is my Savior, has made a huge difference. I went and saw that Exodus movie, by the way, the other day. Great movie. Not fully on point with biblical stuff, but way more on point than Noah. I encourage you to go see it. I saw the 3D version. Not really a big fan of the 3D version, but my eyes got used to it. But my eyes were sore by the time I got out of the movie, but still just powerful to give you an idea of what may have transpired, or what Moses was going through, and the stress and the relationships and just different conflicts and stuff. Just gives you a broader picture. I sometimes like to think it just brings the Bible to life. That's why I want to go to Israel one day, in Jerusalem and Bethlehem, to see that. And one more thing I just want to update you guys on is I spoke the other day, and that was really awesome. This place called Oshawa. I talked a little bit about overcoming rejection, which is going to be part of today's podcast. And because I'm like yawning, it's because it's so early. It's 8:40 in the morning, man. And I don't know why I did that. Anyways, I'm working on a new message that's going to be available. It's about overcoming rejection and overcoming yawning and overcoming tiredness. But no, seriously, overcoming rejection. And because I really fear overcoming fear with the fighter book is the first step. It's like, okay, you conquered that fear. What's the next one? You got to overcome the rejection. When people say no, when they say, get out of here, or just politely don't say anything. But anyways, I'm going to get into that a little later. What I want to talk to you about this podcast is how to have your best year ever. I don't know how your 2014 was. Maybe it's great. Maybe it was your best year ever. Well, let's crank it up again. How are we going to have your best year in 2015? Like I said, love Christmas time. I also love New Year's, end of the year, because I like to set new goals for the year. I like to reflect, which is key number 1 here. We're going to go through 5 keys to have your best year ever. The first one is to reflect. Look back at the year. What did you accomplish? What are you stoked about? What maybe wasn't so good? How can you fix that? Who can you hang out with for next year? How can you better plan for next year? And just kind of take back and celebrate. Say, okay, I did this. That was awesome. Okay, I did that. That was awesome. Really stoked about that. Like for me, I'm going to be like, okay, I got an album out. That was really dope. I started this podcast. I'm really excited about that. I moved countries. Oh, wow, I had a daughter. That was a pretty big deal. I'm reflecting. I'm celebrating, Me and my wife did some cool stuff together. That was really neat. And, did this and did that. And oh, that was cool. I got to spend some more time with my family. That was really neat and built up. I have a new relationship, a new friendship, and just kind of reflect on the year and say, what? Things that you did like and things that you didn't, and see how you can change it for 2015. Number 2, I'm taking this out of my book, Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams, which is to dream. And if you haven't heard me talking about dreaming is a God-given gift. That's inside of us, to be able to create something out of nothing, to paint on the blank canvas of your mind and imagine and dream. I was just listening the other day to this message about our imagination and how our imagination is always forward-thinking as opposed to our memory, which is always the past. And so we want to imagine, we want to dream what could be possible with our life. And then what do you do once you've dreamed this grandiose dream that has no limits on it, no cap on it, just something big, something crazy, just like that girl's shirt that she gave me that says, do something that scares you, a dream that scares you. It's so big, man. And then what do you do next? You write it down and you make it your vision so you can see it on paper. I'm looking at my task list today, or things I don't call my task list, I call it my assignment list because I love to do what I get to do. And I write it down so I can see it. Write your dream down so you can see it. I've got dreams for next year. I got things that I want to do, and I'm writing them down so I can see them, so I can remind myself and say, hey, am I doing that? And then even when you share it with somebody and so that you're held accountable to, that is even more powerful, because then it's like, whoa, you told a couple people, okay, and don't just tell anyone, okay, you tell someone that's going to encourage you, because you don't want, I'm going to be talking about overcoming rejection in that message is that it only takes one negative person to ruin a great idea. Just one stinking negative comment. So you surround yourself with good people. Anyways, that's another point, but I'm jumping ahead of myself. Next part of that is goals. You want to give your dream and your vision legs. Goals are dreams with deadlines. When are you going to get this thing done? When are you going to take action and start doing it, start going after it? You've written it down. Now you put a timetable to it. You say, okay, you chop it up into small pieces. Take one dream, one little idea. What are the little mini things that you can do towards it? And say, okay, I'm going to do this in the first week of January, this in the second week. By the end of the month, I'm going to have this part of it done. Because maybe it's a big dream. Maybe it's a small dream. I don't know what it is. I know one of my things for next year is really getting in shape and losing a little bit of belly fat. And so I'm going to the gym, man. I'm going to the gym, and I don't care this year. I'm going to the gym, and I'm going to hit my goals with that. And I know that's part of it. And part of it is eating better. Part of it is sleeping good and just getting more exercise. Okay? So dreams, visions, and goals. Dream it. Write it, timetable it, and get it done. A man without a goal is like a ship without a rudder. He doesn't know where he's going. No steering. You want to steer your life to have your best year ever, or you're just going to let another year go by. And I don't want you to just let another year go by. I want you to have your best year. I want you to have a great year. I want you to have a year where you kick some butt and then take this again and apply it to the next year. You'd be surprised when you write it down, that's 80% of your goals fulfillment. Okay? Big stuff here. Big stuff. I don't care how small it is, write it down and you watch what happens. Okay, number 3, surround yourself with positive people. I feel like what do you call it? Just like a squeaky wheel here, or a creaking door. I keep saying this, Surround yourself with positive people. They say it only takes one negative comment to destroy a good idea, okay? And once someone said a negative comment to you about something, it takes 16 other people to encourage you to get you back to the same level where you just were, because words are powerful. The Bible talks about don't be yoked with unbelievers. Well, you know what I want to say? Don't be yoked with negative people. I don't even care if they're Christian or not. If they're negative Christians, which is really sad, that's like almost like an oxymoron. But if they're negative, don't hang out with them. Don't share your dreams with them, because they don't get it. And they're just going to destroy your great ideas. How many good songs have I had that I shared it with somebody a little too premature, the wrong person, and they just kind of gave me this, so I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's not a good song. Threw it in the trash. How many hit songs do I have in the trash? How many great ideas do you have? And the truth is, you need to act on it immediately. When you have a good idea, I want you to act on it. I want you to dream it out. I want you to write it down. I want you to go after it right away. But you need to prune some people out of your life. Who are those negative people? Maybe it's TV. I was at a family event the other day, and they were talking about the news. I was like, I don't watch the news. You want to know why? Because it's negative. I haven't watched it in 20 years, and I think I'm doing all right. Pretty dang successful, and I haven't watched the news because I don't need to know all that junk that's going on. I'll find out about it. I'll find out about it through a friend or through Instagram or through Facebook or something. I'll find out, but I don't need to know that this person got shot or this happened. I know there's negative stuff. Why don't you tell me about the positive stuff that's going on? Why don't you share the successes? Why does everybody always go, oh, did you hear about that? No, I didn't hear about that. Did you hear about this, though? This person just did that, and they're really successful, and this new cool thing is on its way, and this is happening, and did you see the Salvation Army, the big band was playing at the mall the other day, and they're giving and making a difference, and this person just got set free? Ooh, different tone, different type of people we're hanging out with, right? Love it. Surround yourself with some good people. Get that negative junk out. That will help you to have your best year ever. Do something that scares you every day. Based off of that shirt. Do something, man. Come on. Maybe you think they're going to say no. Maybe you think you're, not going to be able to do it. Do something that's a little out of the ordinary. Do something that pushes you a little bit out of your comfort zone each day. Something that you wouldn't normally do, and maybe you even thought about it, but you're like, and you kind of wrote it off. Do that. Do that thing that scares you, you know what I mean? Send that email. Apply to that job. Call that girl or guy. Set a date or just create something. Sing. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is you want to do. Read a book or just go somewhere you haven't gone before. Step out of your comfort zone. Take action. That's going to be the biggest thing, man, is towards having a best year ever. Number 5, and this is based off the message that I'm working on that I can't wait to share with you guys, is conquering rejection. I heard Les Brown say, let no be your vitamin. When you have your best year ever, when you realize that people aren't necessarily saying no to you, it's not personal, and that we are going to get rejected. It's a part of life. It's a part of working towards your dreams. People say no, and they slam the door in your face. Sometimes they say it really loud and rude. Sometimes they'll say it where it's just like really politely, oh, I'm sorry, we just can't do that right now. We just don't have space right now, but try back later. It still hurts, and I understand that. And I also know that sometimes even silence can be the worst type of rejection when you don't even hear anything back. Maybe you sent an email and maybe you left voicemail after voicemail and you just never got a call back, and it's just like, man, I didn't even write back. And sometimes silence can be the worst type of rejection, and you need to know that that's going to happen. And when you realize that's just a part of it, like I heard Winston Churchill say, success is just going from one failure to another without losing your enthusiasm. And sometimes that's what we got to do, man. We can't lose our enthusiasm. We got to be happy. I'm gonna get said no to next year. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have people shut me down or say no, I'm sorry, or that's whether it's getting a music or a song in a television show, which I gotta actually follow up with a guy about that because I want my song in this television show or movie or whatever it is, and if I want to get it in there, I got to follow up. and I might get said no to. I got said no to tons of times, you know. There's another email I sent out to someone else about something, and I thought I, gave them a really good offer for something, and I still haven't got a response back. I might not, and I might get said no to. And I gotta be prepared that that's okay. I just keep moving on, just pick up my stuff. Okay, let's go to the next one. Rejection is a part of it, and I'm not gonna stop. And I'll tell you what, if I don't stop, you don't stop either, all right? Because I want you to have your best year ever. I want you to kick some butt in 2015 and rock this. And I want to share this with you. It's one of my favorite scriptures. It's in Philippians. I don't have the reference, but it's Paul who's saying it. You can easily Google it and it'll pop up. But it says, I forget those things that are behind me, and I press towards the goal to the high calling in Christ Jesus. He forgets what happened in 2014, 13, 12. And he presses on towards the goal to the high calling in Christ Jesus. That's what I want you to do this year. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to forget what happened, and I'm going to press on forward because I know my life is in the future. My dreams are in the future. And it's so amazing what you'll start to learn. When you start hitting these dreams, you're going to have more dreams and bigger dreams, and it's going to get exciting, and you're going to get some momentum behind the dream. And once you start cranking it up, and it's really turning, and you got some momentum on this stuff, you're going to find you're going to be unstoppable, and you're going to do the impossible. Because let me tell you, my God is in the business of doing the impossible. Hey, I love you guys so much, man. Merry Christmas. Go on the website, manafest.com. There's a bunch of deals there. I think it's manafest.net/store or manafest.com/store, whatever. And we got a whole bunch of Christmas deals. We're going to have a big Boxing Day sale, all that stuff, and we'll ship some stuff to your house. And I always put extra stuff in there, which is so fun. I got my buddy now doing the shipping. Sometimes I still pack up the stuff personally because there's some packages that that I get to sign, so that's always fun. I got to sign some stuff last night to a friend who ordered a bunch of stuff in Ontario, and so cool, man. I get to ship stuff all over the place, from France to Germany to Russia, Ukraine. It's just crazy, man. Obviously lots of stuff in the US and Canada, and I just bless you guys. I'm just so honored that you take the time to listen to this podcast. I believe in you guys so much, man. I want to see you kick butt in 2015 and just hit it. I don't know what your dream is. I know it's special. I know you got greatness within you. I know you got talent, you got ability. I just want to say, hey, when someone said that to me, I took it to heart. I believed it. And sometimes we need to believe in someone else's belief about us until we really start to believe in our own belief about ourselves. So, hey, take that and say that, hey, Manafest believes in me, man, because he does. And I want to see you have a great year. Hope I get to meet you guys at some shows. Tons of shows coming up next year. All kinds of crazy stuff. I love y'all, guys. And what song do I want to play this year? I didn't even really plan a song. Let's play the Fighter remix to cap off 2015. God bless.
I thought I knew it all, but I didn't. I thought I seen